morning. How we doing?
Fine.
That's good. That's good. Everybody doing great today? Had a good weekend?
Yes, sir.
That'll work. All right. This morning I got a really good friend of mine. His name is Mr. Alterri Henri, and he's a local business owner. But he has a really, really powerful and a unique message that he's going to relate to you guys. He's going to tell you about where he came from, what he went through, and where he's at now. And with that said, I hope you guys really take it in, because it's sincere and it's for real. And just like always, make him feel welcome. Talk to him, ask questions, because that's what this is all about, guys. It's about participation, because I can't keep pulling you out of the class, taking away from you learning, if you're just going to sit quiet. So, without any further ado, Mr. Alterri Henri, I would appreciate just if everybody cooperated. Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, they brought me down here to basically talk to y'all about my life and where y'all can be on both sides of the track if you wind up. To talk to y'all about the bad side of it first. The bad side is a lot of people like to think it's more interesting until they get behind those prison bars. Then it ain't so interesting or so fun no more. Well, starting off, I'm gonna start off from y'all age. When I was in high school, I wanted to be cool and hip hop, like a lot of y'all. That's what I call, the little youngster hip hop. I'm only 32 years old now, but I want to be cool and all that, and mingle with the friends and be I was a class clown. We shot dice in school. We did it all. I sold dope to all the little dudes in the school. I want to do all that some of them in the school want to do today. And so it had me on a bad path. So when I got a little older, and I began to, I guess, realize that I was headed the wrong direction. I hate to say realize, because I didn't realize. I went to college, and thank God, I went to college by the hardest. And I was in school, and I was selling drugs, and I was doing all these things, jacking and robbing and all kinds of stuff. Thank God I never got an opportunity to get into the drug, as far as smoking. I just sold. And we did a lot of the wrong things. And I'm going to go back and forth in my life, so just bear with me. And but I had an opportunity to get caught. And when I got caught, we was moving bricks, and we had kilos and all that kind of stuff. And we thought we was the man. We throwing all these old $40,000 parties. How many in here ever had a $2,000 gumbo?
What?
A $2,000 gumbo.
How is that possible?
You must have all kinds of chicken in there.
The crabs?
Well, you can buy, you get a big pot, and I'm just showing that there's a kind of life. You get a big pot, they got the big snow crabs with $40 a leg. So you got snow crabs in there, and it's not me, so you and I'm gonna share it with you. I'm gonna go back and forth, but I want y'all to be into it, and I want you to understand where it's going. So we was doing all this and that, and we was living, and we thought we was living until the feds came in, and they came in and they rained on our parade. They took everything that we thought we had. We thought we was the man out there in the streets. We had our little clique. I had a little record label. We was putting out people. We did a lot of things, but like some of y'all, like I say, we want to be hip hop. We want to be cool until it rains on your parade. And when the feds came for us, they came in mailman trucks, and they busted us. And now 39 of us, our little clique, 39 of us went to prison, went to jail. And for you may not have remembered me years ago. Of course, because I wasn't around, but I'm saying years ago I was here in my lifestyle, and I had the goals in my mouth, I had 8 at the top, 8 at the bottom, all diamonds out, I had the braids in my hair. I want to be cool, I want to be hard. And then when you get an opportunity, and I always like to show people this, when you go to prison, federal prison, they give you your ID where you lose your name. You no longer is a name no more. You ain't cool no more. You ain't got no homeboys calling you B-Dog or Lil Scrappy or whatever you want to call yourself. You become 06954. That's your name from now on. You know, and if you don't remember your number when you go to prison, for those who want to be hard, and they do have prison for women, in case y'all don't know. I had a homegirl named Tammy who was my head buster. And when I had a problem with female, that's who I sent to the female. And she did bust your head too. You know, y'all like to talk like that, that's what she did. But guess what? Tammy is in prison right now for 30 years. 30 years because she wanted to be hard. So they got prison for women too. And if you don't remember your number, since, you know, like I said, we want to be hard, I'm just getting to that point before I get to the good lifestyle. If you don't remember your number, then guess what? You won't get soaked. Because when they call your number 0654, whatever they call you, and you don't hear your number because you're playing cards or you're playing around with your friends and all that, and they say commissary line, and you don't remember your number, guess what? They skip over you. You don't get an opportunity. So you be without soap or without toothpaste that week. You be without a whole life. You stuck in the cell. I wish y'all would do a little project. Go home and sit in your room for 2 days and see how it feels. Don't come out. Because that's what jail is like. You don't get to come out. And if it's raining, there ain't no coming out for no hour. They say they show you all in jail, you come out for an hour and you get to play basketball. But if it's raining, and it may rain for a week at a time, so you're stuck behind bars 24 hours a day. You know, it's not a game. You know, we can play. The decisions you make now is the decision that's going to affect your life the rest of your life. You know, before I went to prison, we had an opportunity to pass through. I don't even know why, but I know it was God showing me this. But we passed through the juvenile detention center because we had to drop off some people that was in a bus with us, in a prison bus. And they had kids there that was 14 years old with life sentences. So don't think that because you're your age that it won't happen to you. 14 years old with life behind smoking drugs, making the wrong decisions, killing somebody, robbing houses, and the judge just got tired of them and threw them away. And that's the lifestyle they got to live now, because why? They want to be disobedient to their parents, they want to be disobedient to the teacher, they want to go around school. A lot of you did. I didn't bring no books to class. Oh man, I'm too cool to bring books to class. No, I don't do that. Oh man, I'm smart. That's what I told myself, but I was a fool. You know, I didn't want, I was copying folks' work, cheating, doing all kinds of stuff, because why? That's just what we cool people do. Leading ourselves to destruction and don't even realize it. You know, and then when I got to looking at going back to the prison lifestyle, you know, you're going to miss out on a lot, because the food that you're eating, mama cooking for you, the same mom and dad that we disrespected, and we don't want to listen to her. They cook you a hot meal, you don't get that in prison. Now you're going to get you a cookie, a banana or an apple, you're going to get you some beans and rice. Get you a stale pancake in the morning with some powdered milk. That's what you get in prison. Don't let them fool you and make it seem like it's all good. You know? And you're going to get a fight at least once a week. I hope you can fight. Because they'll fight you over anything, because there's nothing to do in there. So the way to pass time is to fight. Nothing to do. You may be using the phone, somebody else wants the phone. What you going to do? Hang up? No. Now you consider the phone. You got to fight. What if somebody wants your shoes? You got some nicer shoes in there. You know, girls too. It's all the same. What if they want to rape you? You gonna just lay down? Get back to where we at. You gotta take this as real. This is real life. You know, it's not something. It's not a game. You know, we can laugh and we can have fun. You know, it's good to have fun outside the walls, but it's not a game when you get behind it. You know, it's not a game at all. You know, we got a lot of us. You know, we in school now. We being bad. Like I said, we can fight. You know, in school. But when you're coming up against guys probably 6'5", 400 pounds solid muscle, you know, you gotta have your mind right. You know, either live or let live. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. And I'm talking to y'all about the bad side because I want to get to the good side. I want to get to where I come from and improve, and get to where I'm at now. You know, everybody, I'm talking to you because hopefully you ain't got to go through it. I went through it the hard way. Because why? Like I said, I didn't want to listen. Nobody could tell me nothing. And a part of it was because I was in the same environment like compared with some of y'all. I didn't have no dad. You know, I didn't have really, I had a mama, but, you know, it was just what it was. You know, she was an excellent mom, but she had 8 kids. A bunch of them. My brothers was all gang bangers and drug dealers. So my influences was the streets. You know, my influences was my neighborhood, my environment. The environment I grew up in was just a messed up place. I grew up in 5th Ward in Houston. So it was a messed up place for those who heard about 5th Ward. It was a bad place. We had to sleep on the floor half the time because you couldn't sleep in the bed because the drive-by shooting, bullet might come through the wall. So you slept on the floor for protection. You know, we grew up poor. You know, we had 8 kids. We had to eat off of one plate sometime, and I watched my mom go without eating because she wanted to feed her kids. That's what I'm telling you for those who are going to be mothers and fathers. You never want your kids in life. Now, I speak this to a lot of adults. Y'all not just the kids I speak to. I speak to adults also and try to help them. You don't ever want your kids to see you complaining or hurting. Because guess what? Your kids love you. And they're going to go and do something to make you happy. That was my objective, what got me in the streets. Because I see mama struggling and hustling and hurting. So I wanted to help mama. I told mama, what it look like a 15-year-old. I'm telling my mama, I ain't gonna, when I get big, you ain't gonna never have the world no more. Because I'm gonna go get it. And that's what brought me into the drug lifestyle, because I used to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and use the restroom to see mama crying over a bill. Or crying because you can't afford something.
Teachers, please excuse this interruption.